Okay, so this brand reached out to me a while back, like a long time ago, and I have this mic. They sent it to me for Amazon. I'm doing it here because why not? I don't know if they're gonna like me doing it here, but I am doing it here. I'm just gonna be straight up. It's the Fine AM8. That's what it looks like to me. I'm just gonna be for real. Like it looks just like it, but there's some key differences build wise. And I didn't even do a mic test on it. But if y'all want to see a video comparison of these two mics, let me know. I'll make that video. But today we're just going to go over it. What's in this kit here? The kit online, I'm looking at it, it's $40. So it's a $40 freaking mic at the end of the day. It's cheaper than the other mic I just did a video on, or if I'm putting this mic out first, I don't know. But it's a $40 mic with a boom arm. So the boom arm is probably like $10, so you're probably getting a $30 mic. Let's see what's in the kit, and we'll do some tests on it. XLR, USB, RGB, CBC, ABC, NBC, Fox, all of them. If you didn't hear me earlier, the mic was sent out. It wasn't sent for the YouTube channel or anything like that. This was sent out for Amazon. I did a video over there for them real quick, like 2-minute video. And I just figured I'd put it over here on the channel. So they're not seeing it before y'all. They're not even seeing. I'm not even sending a link letting them know I made the video. If they see it, they'll see it. If they don't, well, they don't. In any case, let's hop into the video, see what's underneath this bad boy and what you get in the entire kit, and then we will move on. Move on to the next video. All right, so here's the kit itself. You can kind of see everything on here and stuff. Pause it if you want. I don't care. We're just moving on because I'm trying to get through this video so we can edit the video. Now, again, I've already messed with the mic. Evidently, it's out of the packaging and stuff. You do get a 3/8 to 5/8 thread and all that, quarter, all that sitting there, which is nice. Here's the mic itself. Why does this look like the younger stepbrother that was adopted to the AM8? I will say, just since I hold both in my hand, the plastic on the AM8 feels so much better than the plastic on the ZealSound. This literally feels like Toys R Us plastic. I'm just being completely real. Like I feel like if I drop this one time, it's gonna crack. And this isn't like premium plastic or anything like that from Fine, but it's definitely better than this. Take that for what it's worth. I mean, this thing is the same like almost everywhere, isn't it? Let's see. So you can see the capsule is right there. The capsule on the AM8. I never really noticed that. A capsule on this AM8, look how close it is to that cage. This is the older AM8. I wonder if they have a newer AM8 out and the capsule's a little bit further back because that's super close to that cage. It could cause some reverb and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. In any case, here's the capsule for this one. You can see it's right here at the top. They don't got nothing protecting it, so I could put my finger on it. Literally, it's right there. But yeah, okay, moving on. Does this go here? All right, so now that we've done that, let's go ahead and see what else we get in the kit. I'm not putting this on a boom arm. I'm not doing all that. It's too much work. I'm just gonna show it to y'all. There's no need for, you know what it looks like on the boom arm. It works like any other cheap boom arm out there. And evidently I didn't do it for the video either. Here's this right here. Okay, so I accidentally muted or paused my video and never unpaused it. So I gotta run through this part again real quick. Don't know if I showed you this, but I was mad because there's no padding down here underneath to protect your desk, just on top. Appreciate that if they would have added that there. And the cable that came with, at first I was kind of like, why did they send another USB type C if there are already two USB-Cs and an A? It's kind of a split cable here. But this is actually for iOS, so it's for a lightning cable. So that's pretty nice that they actually added that in there for a $40 mic set stuff. So you can use it on Android, iOS, PlayStation 5, 4, or PC. It will work on the Xbox too if you have the setup that I showed you before. And then just really quick here to show you again, well, show the camera again, even though you didn't see it. Here is the boom arm. It's just a really cheap boom arm. There's nothing to it. It's very thin metal. You can find these all day long on Amazon for probably around 15, 16 bucks. You do have two knobs here to tighten down where the mic is, and then also where, here is, and you would just slide it in this, and it will rotate, all that good stuff. So super simple, easy to use, just a simple mic stand. Yeah, so if you can get a better one, then you just get the mic by itself and save some money, maybe. But if you're just starting out, I could see where this would be definitely up somebody's alley if they're trying to save some money, if the mic sounds good, which we're about to test here in a second. Before we do though, let's look at the mic and the RGBs and stuff on the mic. I gotta have plugged in over here just so you can kind of check it out and stuff like that. If you hit the button once, or hold the button. It turns on the RGBs. Then you can cycle through them. As you can see here, I'll give you some more light over there so you can kind of see the RGBs like so. So you can kind of see me selecting through them and stuff like that, what it looks like, all that good stuff. It's okay. It's nothing special. It's just a simple mic. You can see on the front right here, you got green. We'll go over that in a second. And then you have the multicolor one, which I personally like. I've always liked multicolor on here. Different modes and stuff like that you can cycle through. Now, the crazy thing about this, and here, let me give you some light so you can see, is there's a knob here. This knob does absolutely nothing. It even has like clickers up there. I know that's supposed to be for brightness. Light bright is showing like this is a light button. Why did we put a spinner here if it does nothing? Like it literally does absolutely nothing. I feel like that was maybe supposed to do something, but it didn't. So now it's whatever. On the front right here, you do have a capacitor mute right here. And you can just see it's working pretty well for the most part. No problem there. It's muting, unmuting, and it turns red, it's muted, and turns blah, blah, it's not muted. And then you have your mic gain right here. And I will say, I do like that it does go with the RGBs. So you know how high you are. That's a pretty cool. Props where props are due. That's pretty cool. I do like that on a cheap mic like this, that we're able to add something like that, so we know, because it does just continuously spin. There's no knowing when you're mute and unmute. A lot of the cheaper mics are like that. You don't get a full on, stops to know how high you are in volume and stuff like that. So for them adding that, I know when I'm at 50, I know when I'm at 70 or 50, 75, whatever. I know when I'm at 100%. So that's super nice to see. On the bottom of the mic, just since we have it here, I'll go ahead and take this off because that don't matter no more. You do have your XLR, USB-C, and then a aux cable for your headphone port itself. Super simple. That's really it for that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do two different tests, one with USB and then one with XLR, so you can get an idea of what the mic sounds like for both of them. All right. So first things first is this fell off. No, I'm not even like lying right now. Like it fell off in the middle of like getting ready to do this test. So I have to bring that out because I think it's supposed to be glued on there, because the other side doesn't come off at all. It's like literally this just came right off, no problem. So I'll take that for what it's worth. I will tell you that the mic is up to 100%. So I mean, if I get closer to it, I see it capping. I don't think it's capping though. I think this is a very soft mic, just based on what I'm seeing on OBS itself. Now I'm not going to do any kind of filtering or anything like that. Whatever it is what it's going to come out of the mic, so you get a true idea. The capsule's up top right here. That's why you see me talking into it like this. So if you wanted to, you can mount it like this, or you can mount it like this, or mount it to where the voice kind of falls off into it. It's kind of personally how I like to talk. But in any case, this is what it sounds like with USB on whatever condenser. This is what the condenser side of the mic sounds like without XLR. So what we'll do now is I will tap. I'm going to also turn it all the way down just to see if it completely cuts the signal coming through on OBS as far as I can tell. Now I'm just going to turn it all the way back up. Now, last time I did this for Amazon, there was a lot of handling noise and stuff like that. So if you hear that, then you just know there's probably a lot of handling noise, especially if I'm over here doing stuff like this and stuff like that, clicking on keys and stuff like that. So you were able to hear all that. Now what we're going to do is switch over to XLR real quick, do a quick test, and then wrap the video. All right, so I got this hooked up to a Rodecaster Pro 1 board. Yeah, very old board. I have it maxed out at 100% right now. So what you hear is what it's matched out at. Actually really good. I'm right at -15 at my highest talking point. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Check. You know what? I got filters on here, don't I? Hold on. All right, so this is what it sounds like. I turned all the processing off. I had a bunch of processing turned on the board for some reason for that channel. This is supposed to be a test channel. So I was wondering why it looked like it was not peaking when I talk. It's still not peaking. I mean, I can get it to peak, but it's barely peaking. This mic is very soft. I'm at like -25 on OBS when I'm talking. I mean, I'm literally like I'm almost touching it with my lips. So I should be a little bit higher, especially being up at 100% with the board. I think the board is like a dB 55 decibels or something like that. And I have it all the way up. So I should be definitely a little higher than this anyways. It's not bad, but it's definitely a little softer than I expected. Real quick, since I'm thinking about it, let's just test the AMA out with this XLR wise, just to see what it sounds like. Now, I wasn't going to do a test with this, but I figured I would. I mean, this is coming up to -15, so it's definitely a little bit louder. It got more of a punch. I am not listening to it, of course, and I'm going to let you guys be the sound of it. But this is the AM8 versus the ZealSound, whatever the model number is on it, the JC something. KD8S. KD8S. So this is the AM8 I'm talking through right now, and this was the KD8S you just heard. Let's go back to the KD8S and wrap it up. Okay, at the end of the day, it really is subjective. I will give you my negatives on the mic. It feels very plasticky. It feels like it's going to break in my hands if I squeeze it real hard. I mean, you've seen the cap fall off for crying out loud during a freaking test. So that's not cool. Like, I shouldn't be able to just pull this off whenever I want. Like, there's something wrong there. And I've literally have only used this mic twice, for the Amazon video and now for this video. So that tells you that that's just the quality's not there. But I will say, but with a preference of how does it sound? Because really, you're buying a $40 mic that comes with everything out of the box, with a boom arm, a lightning cable for your freaking iPhone users out there. You can use it on PS5, PS4, Xbox if you hook it up like I teach you to, and all that good stuff. So really, it does boil down to it. It doesn't have a bunch of punch in my personal opinion, but does it sound good enough? I leave that to you, like always. Let me know in the comments below if it sounds good or not. Also, if you are looking to pick this mic up or the AM8, I'll go ahead and tag that down there too. We'll tag everything down there. Helps the channel out. Appreciate you there. And if you want to see a review or a comparison, full breakdown comparison between these two mics, pitting them, Amigo, one versus the other, sound test back and forth, all that jazz, let me know in the comments below. We'll definitely get that video hooked up for you guys and gals. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace and love.